Peace and understanding. This is Professor Terrell W. Johnson with Critical Thinking. This is a new page that I've developed. Hopefully, if you like my content, please hit that like button and subscribe to the page. We will be typically just discussing educational, historical, political, as well as social commentary that relates to our community and our role and our unique situations that we as a people have encountered historically. We have a unique situation as it relates to our condition and position here in the United States. Although we have developed and made some strides, there still is a long way to go. So welcome, peace and understanding again to those who have taken time from their schedule to listen to my remarks. I want to give a narrative briefly on Southern University's 142nd Founders Day, and I would like to commend those individuals who participated diligently in organizing this event for Southern University and to acknowledge those who are those upon whom shoulders we stand at Southern University. First and foremost, I would like to shout out Dr. Ray Belton, the Chancellor of the University. Although he is transitioning and moving forward, we still owe him a debt of gratitude for his leadership and guidance as the university president and chancellor thus far. So shout out to Dr. Belton. And those who were on the Founders Day committee as well, they are to be acknowledged and commended for their efforts also. I want to say upon my attending the Founders Day program, I was impressed with the guest speaker, Dr. Thomas, Southern University Alumni Federation president. She spoke words of wisdom as a Black woman, as well as a member of the Divine Nine, being affiliated with Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. She imparted words of wisdom on the students that were there. Thus is my commentary upon the participation of the event, and I was a little taken aback or distraught by the participation of our students, that they would miss an opportunity to attend this monumental occasion. I want to commend Dr. Herman Brister for bringing in the Southern Lab student body. They were there, they were vibrant and attentive, and on Mr. Brister's watch, they seem to be on the right path. As well as we want to acknowledge Scotlandville High School also, who attended the event. But Southern University students, our turnout was minimal. And at a time when an institution historically being a land grant school, being touched by Booker T. Washington and Dr. Joseph S. Clark and all those movers and shakers who had the vision since Southern transferred from New Orleans to the Baton Rouge area, where Dr. Clark had a vision of a prestigious university. One of the things I personally try to teach or promote in my class is knowledge of the institution in which you are a part of. Upon going into the real world, seeking employment, or whatever your endeavor may be, I feel that it is mandatory that you know the historical basis of the institution that you attend. You should not go abroad as a representative of any university any institution, any organization, and not know the historical value, what was put into the creation of this institution, and who are some of the major players and participants in your legacy. Sometimes it seems as though our students miss the mark. This is not a sweeping indictment on all students. Those that were there, I commend you. But those that just went to their dormitory rooms or just went home, some may have had having jobs that they had to attend. But those that had the opportunity to come should have, because you missed the treat. And again, this just resonates again with the conditions of the minds of some, where they overlook the importance of history, where they overlook the importance of knowing what it took, the steps that were taken, just to know something about the people and the blood, sweat, and tears that went into the evolution of Southern University. This is something that has to be known, and it is something that all students should put into their mental Rolodex. Now, if there was some ambiguity or unclarity about the program and what it entailed, maybe that's on the faculty and the staff. Some students really did not even know what Founders Day was. Some were very foggy on even what is a Founders Day. So thus we are charged with imparting knowledge and trying to bring about a change in mentality, a change in thinking, and to bring forth knowledge, because it first must be known to act upon. You must first be exposed to the knowledge to know. To know is the beginning of the process. There's a cliche that I use sometimes. I know it is not proper English, the King's English, but sometimes we don't know that we don't know. And with that being said, we try at the university to remove the veil of ignorance from the eyes of those who do not know. That is what we are charged with on a daily basis, trying to bring about some change amongst the students, trying to help them strive on a pattern of success. And it is a crucial time. The age bracket of 18 to 21 is a critical moment for all of our young men and women that are students in higher education at Southern University. That window of time can make you or break you. You can be a tremendous success and utilize this time frame as a springboard to jumpstart you, if you will, on your path to independence and adulthood. The flip side of that coin is that individuals can make very poor mistakes, because life is a series of choices, and every choice has an outcome. How many of us know someone that inadvertently got pregnant in high school, that perhaps got accosted by law enforcement and was forced to be institutionalized due to some criminal or aberrant behavior? Many of us know youths that have encountered or been involved in this type of scenario that has retarded their growth, that has stunted their growth, that has allowed them or put them in a position to where they now cannot succeed, where they now cannot strive or be the best that they can be, because for some reason their choices and the outcome thereof have not planned out, because perhaps they didn't think it through. As again, when you're dealing with cause and effect, the outcome is going to be there. You can't wish it away. You can't make it go away. no magic is going to occur. It has to be action put into play. But those that do get it, you have an opportunity to make adult decisions, life-changing decisions that can be paramount in one's life. You can be the best that you can be. You can strive and reach your goals. You can attain a law degree, a nursing degree. Southern University has very sound as well as renowned programs in law and well as nursing. And I can't leave the history department out under the leadership of Dr. Sean Comedy, as well as the education department of Dr. Peoples, and there's many others, Dr. Samuels in political science, and many others of my colleagues that work hard and work diligently and relentlessly to fulfill the mission and the duty or the mission statement of the university. Let me digress and just say that the theme of the program was honoring history, celebrating excellence, and embracing vision. The founding date of 1880. Reconstruction era, post-Civil War. Southern University has deep roots. So, please, students, or anyone that's in contact with those, please reinforce the concept of the window of 18 to 21. This is a time when students can make decisions that will affect their life long term. Education isn't for everybody. Some people reach that determination and understand that, hey, perhaps I've gone into school and now I've placed myself in a precarious situation, whereas I'm not succeeding. There are other options. I am personally not a military man. My father told me years ago, as he returned home from Vietnam, he shared an experience with me, and he said, and it resonated in my heart and mind and sent chills through my body as a lad. He said, son, don't ever join his military. The military is one of the most racial institutions that you can ever encounter, and it's full of bigotry. Now, this was during the Vietnam War in the 70s. I think my daddy went in 68. Did his tour of duty, talked about the whole Agent Orange deal, but that's me personally. But to some, the military is an out. The military is a way that there is structure and discipline and an opportunity to be gainfully employed. Thus, the military is an option for those that are not striving for school. But at the end of the day, you still have to realize coming out of college that you are dealing with a system. You're dealing with a system of numbers and contractual agreements which acknowledges credentials. In order to participate in the aforementioned system, you have to be credentialized, thus creating separation from you and the average person in this capitalistic system. The person that has just attended high school and may have obtained a high school diploma, he has a plateau. Yes, he may get the hook up, as we say, and know somebody and get a job in a plant. That's fine. But for the most part, your options are limited if you've just gone to high school, retail, Walmart, cashier, et cetera, which is still legally a job and you're working, but the media, Fox News and other pundits have coined the term the working poor. The working poor are those who live from check to check and yet strive in this economic system, pay their taxes, are law-abiding citizens, and yet they just can't get ahead. They're not in a position to save. Now, in today's climate, there are those who have gone on and matriculated to a institution of higher learning and yet still are having problems gaining employment. But the opportunity is a step above that individual that just went to high school. That's separation. Likewise with an individual that has transitioned from a bachelor's to a master's. That's separation. Separation meaning more opportunities to be involved in this system. Because one cannot strive without the aforementioned education that is needed to enhance your livelihood. Now, unless, and ultimately after the master's to doctoral school, which is the highest educational standard set before man. Within the system, PhD, highest level of education, the highest educational standard set before man. There is nothing in this system higher than a PhD, which alludes to the fact that whatever your area of concentration is, you are considered an expert in the aforementioned knowledge. You will be considered an expert. So with this being said, I just again want to implore all the students that when you get an opportunity to learn about your institution, to gain wisdom and promote it, and go out and solicit your institution, to get people to come, to give back, to water the tree which bore you as a fruit, then verily you will be successful in whatever you do. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking the time out. I am again Professor Terrell Wayne Johnson, bringing you critical thinking. Peace.